Good morning. If you're not joining me live, bear with me. And we will begin in just a moment. Good morning. Helen! Mwah. Good morning, my lovely. Okay, so we're going to start off in child pose. And you can choose whether you bring the knees together or take them wide apart. Just sinking it down. And if this doesn't feel good, you can kind of come into this like kind of hovering table with your forearms on the ground and just kind of rock into the hips. So you can rock forward and backwards or just sink it down. A nice stretch for the back first thing in the morning. So just wherever you are, let your hips relax. Let your shoulders relax and see if you can close your eyes. And just immediately dropping into your body and into your breath. Let's take 3 conscious breaths, deciding whether you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, or whether you just want to breathe through the nose. And when you're ready, pushing through your shins, push through your hands and bring yourself up to hands and knees, to tabletop. Bring the knees underneath the hips, the wrists underneath the shoulders, and just take a couple of rounds of cat-cow. So finding that extension through the front of the body and through the back. Still keep in tune with your breath and maybe still having the eyes closed. And just taking one more. After your next inhale, just coming to that neutral spine, that tabletop position. And gently push down through your shins, push through your fingertips. And see if you can start to lift the core away from the ground. So by pushing down, you should automatically begin to switch on your muscles. And breathe. Feel that little bit of heat coming into the body. And then see if you can keep that activation through your shins. We're going to take the weight into the right hand. And then take the left hand out to the side and reach it up like a big wing opening. And exhale, lower the hand down. And we do that one more time. Inhaling, reaching it up. And exhaling to lower. And then this time, reach it up as you breathe in and pause. And we're going to take a bit of a circle, so bringing that arm forwards, down and round. And take that 2 more times. Just articulating the shoulder, waking up the muscles, waking up the joint. And whenever the arm comes up next, we'll pause. Reach up a little bit higher if you can. And then we're going to thread this arm underneath your right arm. So it's going between the arm and the legs, reaching through. And then you might just rest the forearm on the ground, or you might be able to bring the shoulder and the ear all the way down, keeping the bum above the knees, pushing gently into the hips. And the right hand can stay in front of your face, or you can start to reach that hand forwards, drawing the hips away from the wrist. See if you can soften into that bottom shoulder. Noticing your breath. Let something go. And then final option, you can bring your hands to touch here in prayer. Let me turn around. So you can bring your palms to touch, if that feels all right, on your shoulder. And then you can take your right arm up towards the ceiling. So just choose which option works for you, whether the hands in front of the face, reaching forward, or opening up. Just stay for 2 more breaths. And then everybody lowering the hand in front of the face, push into that hand as you reach up, opening that left arm up, and then exhale, lower. Okay, I'm going to take it straight to the other side. You should feel that in your right shoulder, a little bit more space. And we're going to inhale, open up the right arm, and exhale to lower. Inhaling, opening up, waking up the spine. And one last one, inhaling, open, and then holding up this time and taking the circle. So bring that arm forwards, down and back and up, big circles. Noticing your breath. And then next time the arm rises up, reach up maybe a little bit higher, and then we're going to thread that arm underneath your left, between the wrist and the knee, reaching through. Maybe the forearm comes down, maybe you rest here, or maybe you bring the shoulder all the way down on the ear. If you are hovering, you could always bring a cushion underneath that shoulder just to support you. So a little push down through the shins, a little push into that left hand and relaxing your right shoulder underneath you. So you can stay here or you can reach that left arm forwards. So both palms are quite active. Fingers are spread. But relaxing into the right shoulder. So if you can release some tension. And then you could stay where you are, or option to bring the palms to touch. So in front of your face, and then lifting the left arm up towards the ceiling if that feels okay in your spine, in your shoulders. And taking one more breath here. And then lower the hand down in front of your face, push through and then unravel. Take your right arm up and then exhale to lower. Okay, I'm going to walk the hands forwards. Take the hands as wide as your yoga mat, knees are still hip distance apart. Tuck your toes and send it up into a downward dog. So the emphasis today is on the shoulders. So keep the knees soft, maybe have a little bit of a walk in your dog. But see if you can lengthen through your armpits and draw the shoulders away from the ears. And then can you, if you've not heard me say this before, it's a weird one, can you turn your armpits in to look towards each other? So this is just going to stabilize your shoulders. Just bring a bit of strength into that space we've just created. And just take another breath or two here. So we can send the hips away from the wrists, keeping that engagement in your shoulders. And then look towards your hands. We're going to step up to the front of your mat, coming into a forward fold. You can have a little dangle here, take a hold of the elbows, chin to the chest. A little bend in the knees and maybe a sway somewhere. Taking another breath. Then let the hands release. Slide the palms up the legs and come into a halfway lift. So upper body parallel to the ground. Tiny bend in the knees here, don't lock your knees out. Shoulders rolling back. So if you can draw the shoulder blades together, open up the chest. And exhale, send it down to the feet. And then push through your feet. Keep the legs strong as you rise all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up overhead. And then bring the hands down to your heart. Take a moment and settle down through your feet. Give the shoulders a roll. And then when you're ready, a little bit of a balance. So remember, with a balance, finding something to focus your gaze on is going to help. But we're going to inhale, take the arms up, see if you can rise up onto your toes. So your arms stay parallel to the shoulders. And exhale, lower it down, lower onto the heels. Arms by the side of the body. So we inhale, reach it up. Imagine there's a beach ball overhead. Relax your shoulders. And exhale to lower. And last one, inhale. Rise it up. See if you can hold it up this time and float the arms parallel to the ground, palms face down. Staying up on your toes if you can. And then take a gentle twist to the right. Ooh. It's a bit of a challenge first thing in the morning. Bring it through center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the heels, bring the arms down. Give the shoulders a roll. And then inhale, reach it up. Exhale, arms parallel to the ground, palms face down. Gentle twist so the hips are staying forwards. Gentle twist of the chest towards the left. Inhale, Inhale back through center. And then inhale, take the arms up if you can, nearly lost it there. And exhale, lower slowly down to the heels, bring the arms down. Give the shoulders a roll. Or give the legs a little bit of a shake. And then just a little forwards and backwards, toes and heels. Our feet are waking up. Okay, and then bring some weight down through both feet, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach it up, soft shoulders. Exhale, dive it forwards. Pause in your dangle, little ragdoll again. Just take a hold of the elbows, keep the knees soft. A little wriggle into the hips, the waist, the ribs and the shoulders, and then let the head go as well. And bring your hands all the way down to the ground. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Step it back to tabletop. And we'll wind it up in our child pose. Or if you want to be a little bit more active, you can come into a downward dog. And just come back to those 3 breaths. See if you can notice maybe a difference, a bit more space in your body. A slightly fuller breath. If you're in a downward dog, coming down to child pose, just for a breath. And then everybody walk the hands in underneath the shoulders, chin to the chest as you roll yourself up. And let's inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Closing the eyes. Noticing how you feel. Taking something positive into the rest of your day. And we bow the head to the hands, the mind to the body. Namaste. Thank you so very much for joining. Have a gorgeous, wonderful, lovely day. Thank you very much.